Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and I'm here to talk about some NFL news. So let's get right into it here. So the first thing I'm going to talk about was it was reported earlier today Seahawks safety Jamal Adams was fined $50,000 by the NFL after he directed verbal remarks and, quote, made inappropriate physical contact towards a doctor on the bench area of the Week 6 game against the Bengals, source tells J. Jones 9. He also had an incident with the doctor on Monday Night Football against the Giants earlier this month. It's just, how do you find someone for having an outburst when they just sustained a head injury? And they're deemed unable to function, like right in the head when you have a concussion. Like, when you're off the field and you have a head injury, like a concussion like that, you're not going to be thinking. And this fine isn't related to what happened to the Giants game over this month. He was fined $50,000 by the NFL for inappropriate physical contact during the Bengals game. This is apparently a partial video of what happened. I didn't see anything in the video that was shown from Dov Kleiman here. The league must hate this man. I didn't really see anything to fine him $50,000 for. But apparently it's the NFL saw enough, but you know what the NFL stands for? The No Fun League. Back at it again. So an update. Oh boy, it's gonna be great. So it's gonna be a great quarterback matchup. The hashtag Raiders are starting Brian Hoyer on Week 7 against the hashtag Bears. Not rookie Aiden O'Connell, per DM Rossini. So it's Brian Hoyer versus Tyson Bagent, undrafted rookie quarterback. Oh boy, man, this is gonna be this game just got even worse. This is gonna be the battle of trash, dude. If the Raiders lose to an undrafted rookie quarterback, yeah, they might lose the locker room if they lose that game. So, per report, NFL teams have shown trade interest in hashtag Panthers starting cornerback Dante Jackson, per J. Fowler ESPN. Separately, the Panthers themselves have also reached out to teams to gauge interest in Jackson, per Joseph Person. So it looks like some teams have shown some interest in Dante Jackson now. It was reported a few days ago he was made available. Some players were made available for trading the Panthers, and apparently Dante Jackson, some teams have shown some interest. The Panthers are really trying to trade their whole team at this point. I just don't think he's good. I mean, he's solid, but So, per report, per Mike Garofalo, Giants wide receiver Cole Beasley requested to be released, and the team is granting his wish. I didn't even know he was on the team. I never saw him play one down this year for the Giants, but I mean, I would have requested to be released too from that dumpster fire. That's the 2023 New York Giants. So, the highest QBR rating entering Week 7 in the NFL via ESPN. Brock Purdy at number 1 with a 77.0. Josh Allen at 2 with a 75 rating. Tua, a 74 rating. Jared Goff with a 73 rating. Pat Mahomes with a 72 rating. Justin Herbert with a 67 rating. Dak Prescott with a 63 rating. Baker Mayfield with a 62 rating. Jalen Hurts and Matthew Stafford were tied each with a 59.9 rating at 9 and 10. Geno Smith and Trevor Lawrence each with a 59. Kirk Cousins with a basically 56. You ran it up to 57. C.J. Stroud with a 55. Gardner Minshew with a 54. Josh Dobbs with a 48. Jimmy Garoppolo with a 48. Derek Carr with a 40. And Sam Howell with a 46. That's your top 20 in QBR rating and QBR entering Week 7 via ESPN. So another top 5 category for Jared Goff. I think he's a really good quarterback, underrated. I mean, the QBR is kind of a flawed stat, to be honest. I don't know. Like, it has Brock Purdy on, but nobody's going to say Brock Purdy's the best quarterback in the league. Just saying. So, an update. The hashtag Bills have placed running back Damian Harris on injured reserve, and they've signed running back Ty Johnson to the active roster. Ravens cornerback Marlon Humphrey named his NFL's players super team to join him on the 2028 Olympics flag football event via the Punchline Paul 44. He included Patrick Mahomes, Marquise Goodwin, Tyreek Hill, Saquon Barkley, and Darren Waller. I don't know. You could put Lamar Jackson at quarterback for flag football. I don't know. It's a solid team. I don't know about super team. Marquise Goodwin, Saquon. There's a lot better running backs than Saquon Barkley. So, former Falcons and Eagles quarterback Michael Vick, he said he believes he didn't do enough. He didn't do enough to make it in the Hall of Fame. He was a first overall pick, 4-time Pro Bowler, a comeback player of the year, an NFL career record for 7.0 yards per carry. Most rushing yards by a quarterback, 169 total touchdowns, 2,246 forward passing yards, 6,109 rushing yards, 36 rushing touchdowns, first QB in history with at least 1,000 yards rushing in a single season. I mean, he changed the game, for sure, with, like, running quarterbacks. But, I mean, at least he's, like, honest. But, I don't know. Like, I don't think he did enough. That's correct. I mean, I don't know if this should be a conversation. Even he said it himself. But he did change the game, though. For sure. So an update. The hashtag Steelers are cutting wide receiver / returner Gunnar Olszewski. Per Tom Pelissero, he has had a big problem with fumbles since joining the Steelers after spending time on the hashtag Patriots from 2019 to 2021. He really doesn't look like a football player, to be honest. So, ESPN's Stephen A. Smith told hashtag Dolphins wide receiver Tyreek Hill, quote, "Watch your mouth," after Tyreek took issue with his comments about only throwing the ball 2 yards. I quote, "I'm a reporter, bro. Tyreek Hill, please watch your mouth." Stephen A. seemed very defensive. I'm a reporter, air quotes. Stephen A., sir, you're not a reporter. He's saying watch your mouth. How about you watch the games, Stephen A? How about you sit down and watch the games before you say something stupid? If Stephen A's reported that I'm a professional football player, like, he's not a reporter. He's so unbearable. So the NFL sack leaders, minimum of 4.5. Now, Daniel Hunter has 8. TJ Watt with 8. They're both tied with 8 at the lead with 8. Khalil Mack, Josh Allen, Trey Hendrickson, each with 7. Leonard Floyd with 6.5. Chris Jones, Myles Garrett, Nick Bonito, Max Crosby, Hassan Reddick, each with 5.5. Morgan Fox, Michael Parsons, each with 5. And then Montez Sweat, Rashawn Gary, Aiden Hutchinson, Carl Henderson, and Justin Madubuike, 8 round out the list at 4.5. And Khalil Mack got 6 of the 7 in one game. He ain't done nothing since. Daniel Hunter's one of the most underrated players in football, man. Daniel Hunter. He's really underrated. So, per report, Commanders pass rushers Chase Young and Montez Sweat are set to become free agents in March, and an AFC executive believes the team would at least listen to trade offers for them via Jay Fowler ESPN. Montez Sweat has 4.5 sacks this season. Chase Young has 3 sacks this season. Fowler, also as a source told him, it is unlikely that either will be traded, but, quote, didn't completely shoot down, end quote. Chase Young's been really good this season, one of their most reliable players on that defensive line. I don't think they should trade Chase Young. They'll definitely pay Chase Young. Like, they should. But if I was him, I would try everything I could to bring them both back to the team. So we have some injury updates. Lions rookie running back Jahmyr Gibbs will play Sunday against the hashtag Ravens. Per the team, he's going to be a go. Bills defensive tackle Ed Oliver, running back Damian Harrison, tight end Quentin Morris are all out for the hashtag Patriots game week 7 per the team. And Steelers tight end Pat Freiermuth is expected to be out for the Rams. For the Rams game and possibly longer, per Tom Pelissero. So those are a few injury updates for the Lions, Bills, and Steelers. So an update, Raiders wide receiver Hunter Renfrow has been available via trade for the better part of the last year per J Fowler ESPN. Fowler adds that the Packers, Panthers, Colts, and Chiefs have at least monitored the wide receiver trade market recently. The Chiefs trade for Michael Hardman, so it's possible they will look at trade for another receiver. Panthers wide receiver Terrace Marshall has been granted permission to see the trade, but he'll be welcome back if he can't find one. So there's a little bit of updates in the wide receiver market right now. It's just poor Hunter Renfrow, man. His career split when they brought Adams in. You'd think an offensive coordinator worth anything would use him more, but the Raiders just use him less. Which I don't know why. But they should use him more. But if you're not going to, you might as well just trade him. So the lowest pass rating allowed by quarterbacks in the league, a minimum of 15 targets entering this week. I'm just going to go over the players, not going to go over the ratings, because hell with that. Ahkello Witherspoon, DaRon Bland, Martin Emerson, Mike Hilton, DJ Turner, Stephon Gilmore, Troy Hill, Darius Williams, L'Jarius Sneed, and Paulson Adebo. And DJ Turner's really impressive because he's a rookie. But DaRon Bland's so underrated for the Cowboys, man. If Diggs didn't get hurt, we would definitely have 3 of the top 10. But DaRon Bland's probably the most underrated corner in the league right now. Fewest yards allowed per game through the first 5 weeks, or through 5 games since 1970. 1971 Colts, 167.2 yards. 1970 Vikings, 189.0 yards. And the 2023 Browns, 200.4 yards per game through 5 weeks. Their defense is really good. And I think it's a pass-heavy league, and they've only given up 200 yards a game. So an update. Raiders star defensive end Max Crosby was forced by the NFL to change his triangle face mask last Sunday to a regular one via the Rush with Max. Quote, the triangle to me represents sobriety. It's everything. It's why I'm here. So, yeah, the NFL made him change it. I don't know why it would matter. Unseriously, I don't know why it's an issue. What's the big deal? Like, it's just a face mask. Come on, NFL. So an update, Bears quarterback Justin Fields is out for week 7 against the hashtag Raiders per source, which is Ian Rappaport. And drafted rookie Tyson Bagent is expected to start. The Raiders won't have their starter either as Jimmy Garoppolo is out. So it's gonna be a backup quarterback versus backup quarterback matchup. Bears Raiders. That's gonna be fun. Update, Giants running back Saquon Barkley said, quote, I don't want to get traded, but added it isn't up to him. Via Eric Edholm. Sitting here, everyone knows how I feel. Everyone knows I don't want to get traded. I can't control it. It's not like I'm able to make any decisions or have any say in that. The only thing that I have is the way I show up to work and the way I go out here and compete. And those are the things that I can control. I mean, they might trade him. I mean, we'll just have to see. But I don't know if they will. So, Dolphins wide receiver Tyreek Hill defended Tua while attacking Stephen A. Smith and other critics for not giving him his credit. Quote, for Stephen A. Smith to go out of his way and say that Tua isn't worthy for being MVP is crazy to me. I'm sick of people bashing my QB for no reason. He's been doing a hell of a job this year, and people need to stop giving him crap. A lot of people don't understand what my dog went through just to get here, especially last year. No, those 2 concussions, but he cooked, man. And Tua has been balling out, has earned his way to MVP conversation. I don't know why people get mad at that. And he'll always, and that's the thing with Tyreek Hill. He'll always have his quarterbacks back. But nobody takes Stephen A. serious. Be honest, it's Stephen A. Smith. But yeah, that's really all to say for this video. So, yeah, until next time, I'll Peace.